I already told you on Instagram, I'm going to wear this t-shirt until there's no more life in it. There's already not much life in it left. And here I am on YouTube as well, wearing the same t-shirt that I love, by the way. I have a lot of fragrances around me. I can barely move, so we'll do a little bit of a fragrance haul first. I got some exciting news as well, which is something that maybe you were not expecting. You didn't see it coming, but you will see it coming now, today. Also, I should be sleeping. I should be packing, but here I am filming a video. It's Sunday evening for me. I'm flying tomorrow, Monday. I'm going to Paris to a fragrance event. You'll know more about it on Instagram. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, seriously, why not? What are you doing with your life? Follow me on Instagram right now, right this second. Okay, I'll wait. And before starting with the actual fragrances or the exciting news, I want to talk to you about some candles. I mean, I'm a big sucker for candles. I stopped buying candles because I have so many. You don't want to know, like I have so many. So this is Manica Sonat. I don't know how many of you have smelled the fragrance. It smells like toasted brown sugar. That's about it for me. I know there are many other notes in there. And the fragrance and the candle smells just like the fragrance. If you like the smells of the fragrances that they are, you know, inspired after, so to say, you cannot go wrong. And if you don't want to commit to something big, okay, that doesn't sound right, you can go for something small like this and cute, because everything small is cute, isn't it? I have some discount codes for these and that one. There are different discount codes. They're only for a week and 2 weeks. I don't know exactly why. I'm going to put them on the screen in the description. Something. This tiny cute one is Ambrosia Imperial. This other one is Amour Infinite. And this is, again, Manica Sonat. So I have Manica Sonat in both the tiny cute one and the big one. Honestly, I prefer the big one because... for obvious reasons. In my country, when you do something new, when you do something for the first time, we have a really weird saying. I don't even know where, like, I don't know the roots. I don't know why. I just heard it ever since I was a kid, and I thought, okay, it's meant to be that way. So whenever you're doing, let's say you go and you want to do like a parachute jump, whatever. We say you should take a stone, a rock, in your mouth, because you're doing something for the first time. Don't ask, because I don't know why, how. Like, it's weird, right? But I should take a rock in my mouth because I'll be launching my own fragrance. So literally I should have my mouth filled with rocks at this point. Okay, I'll stop. I'm being weird. I am beyond excited. I am scared. I am excited and scared. It's a weird combination, but you know how it goes. When there's something new, something you're obviously happy about, but also something that you haven't done before, so you're like, oh shit, how am I going to pull this off, right? I cannot give you a lot of details at this point. It might disappoint some of you. It might make others really happy. I don't know exactly. Either way, if you know my tastes and if you know what I like and what I push towards you in terms of fragrances, you will know if you like or dislike this fragrance, because it represents everything I love. It will be a gourmand, obviously. It's a vanilla fragrance, obviously. It's not a basic vanilla. Still, it's a very wearable, lovable vanilla, seductive, I would say. I'll reveal very, very soon what this is about. Very, very soon you'll know more, because it's work in progress, but it's the latest stages of this work in progress, so I have to reveal it very soon. I think I showed it on Instagram a little bit. I showed a little sample bottle from CPL. If you know CPL, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's move on. You can tell me your ideas. You can try to guess. You can feel free to give me any feedback you like and want, even if it's negative. I mean, although I don't know what negative feedback you can have at this point. First smell the fragrance and then you can have all the feedback in the world. But yeah, just feel free. Now let's start talking about the fragrances that I got here. I got so many, I'm literally not able to move a lot. 2 fragrances from Lattafa. One of them is called Kashan. By the way, the fragrance event that I'm going to in Paris is with Lattafa. And the other one is Brioche Vanille. I briefly smelled them. This is kind of the problem with this video, because most of these fragrances I just briefly smelled. I only sampled a little bit. I didn't get to wear them. I literally unboxed these 2, for example, today. Brioche Vanille, I think I put it here on my strong biceps. Yeah, okay, it's sweet. This is all, I put it here a few hours ago, and then I tested some more, and then I unboxed some more fragrances. So we'll talk about them, but you can get to see what I have, and maybe, yeah, request certain videos, maybe think like, hey, you should maybe do a video about this fragrance or this fragrance, or we would like to know more about this. Just feel free. I keep saying feel free, as if you wouldn't feel free. But Brioche Vanille, I was expecting it to smell more like bread, because it literally has some bread on it. I don't think it smells like bread, at least from what I remember, but I think it's more like of a cookie fragrance. And Kashan, I sprayed it, but then I think I sprayed something else on top, which is totally unfortunate. Oop. We need to talk about these 2 new fragrances from Swiss Arabian. Seriously, Swiss Arabian is doing stuff. So is Lattafa. Like, Lattafa has been on fire. On fire. They release so many things. And it's not just these 2 brands, but now we're talking about them. So Vanilla Toffee. I've been waiting for this one like crazy. I got it in Dubai, because I was recently in Dubai for Beauty World. And Tobacco 01. At first, I was like, this is my favorite. Followed by this. Like, I really like this one as well. I don't necessarily enjoy the first 30 seconds. Right after spraying, there's something that is a little bit smelling too much like an actual dessert, like actual food in this one. But the dry down, gorgeous with this. I didn't get to wear it, but I did get to test it multiple times. And at first, like I said, I thought that one was my favorite. After, because I sprayed both, Tobacco 01, which by the way is not really just a tobacco fragrance. I don't know the notes for any of these, but I remember this one smelling sort of like cherry tobacco. You might think this one is too masculine because of the appearance and because of the name. It's really not. I was initiated into layering these 2 fragrances, and they work together like magic. Talking about magic, this fragrance from Khadlaj. We're still in the affordable area, okay? This is very affordable. What does this smell like? A very expensive fragrance. When I first tried it, I was next to Andrea, Curly Scents. And I don't know if you know this about her. You probably do. She's a big fan of Guidance. She is like, Guidance is her signature scent. I dare to say. I think it is. She can come here in the comments and tell me I'm wrong. But I think I'm right. And this smells so close to Guidance that it's scary. It's really, I don't know about how long it lasts. I don't know if it changes after an hour of wearing, okay? Maybe it does. I don't know. I smelled it on paper strips. I briefly put it on my skin, but then of course I tested more and more. So I have it now. I'm gonna test it like further. I'm gonna tell you about the longevity and performance and everything. But we might have a winner. We really might have a winner, because again, if it lasts, if it stays the same, I hope it's linear, because yeah, we want that. The opening, the first 30 minutes, guidance. Like, I was like, okay. So I'm happy this exists, because before there was another dupe, so to say, that wasn't exactly the same. It was sort of in the same direction. I spoke about it. A lot of people said, no, you're wrong. It's not in the same direction. It's not good enough. And okay, I get it. Sometimes like these inspired by fragrances are not exactly the same. They're like somewhere close, but not exactly the same. This one is the closest I've smelled so far. So look into this. I'm gonna I'm gonna put links for everything. You can find this one if you're in the US. You can find this one on Beauty House, and I have a code with them. If you're not in the US, then it might be a bit more complicated. Also because this is very new, so I'm not even sure if this is available yet. I didn't even tell you the name, did I? Musk pour Amber. Okay, so Musk for Amber, basically, from Khadlaj. Okay, we go to more expensive stuff because I think I have more affordable perfumes around here. I just cannot find them right now. Another gourmand a lot of people have been expecting is Mon Tiramisu from Chabaud. Now, I did smell this fragrance before it was even released, when it was just an idea, so to say. I don't think it smells exactly like tiramisu, first of all. So this is something that you have to keep in mind. It's a gourmand, yes. It smells a little bit like cookie dough, or maybe not cookie dough, but dough with some elements from the tiramisu cake. There is something doughy about it. That's not necessarily a bad thing. Maybe for some people, I don't know. I don't mind. But it's not a full-on tiramisu. Like, don't expect that strong coffee punch. Don't expect a lot of sugar. It is sweet though, but it's like the tiramisu is in the background somehow. I know it might sound weird for some of you, but in a way, I'm happy it's not straight up tiramisu. I have another tiramisu fragrance. It's literally called tiramisu, and I'm looking at it right now. And I think I will declutter it because I don't wear it. Not that it's a bad thing to smell like tiramisu, but it's too realistic. It's a little bit too realistic. I came to the point where I'm like, I don't want to smell exactly like food. Like, okay, sometimes it's nice, but like, I got a little bit tired of it, which is why I prefer something like this. So I don't know if you've tried it. Probably not, because it's still very new. Not a lot of people have it at this point. I just got it while I was away. I received it, and now I want to get into it, give it a proper wear, and then tell you my honest opinion about it. Tomavicci gifted me some fragrances, 2 fragrances, Opulencia. And seriously, I mean, look at them. I was not really, like, I didn't want to open them because I just like how they look. And because I knew I wouldn't give them my proper attention just yet. And also, Ange Noir. We'll talk about them soon, I hope. Ange Noir, I know, is not very new. I don't know about the other one. Maybe the other one is a newer release from him. Also got Lost from Chris Collins. And I have to say that I'm pleasantly impressed. This seems like a very strong, opulent, sweet fragrance, but also deep, a little bit dark, a little bit mysterious. Again, I didn't get to wear it. Again, I have to wear it, but I just unboxed it tonight before starting to film this video, so, you know. Musk from My Gheisa. Now, My Gheisa is a Romanian brand, so you can imagine how proud I am when I talk about them. Musk is actually I think he's my favorite from them. I love Musk fragrances, okay? They're my go-to, my easy reach type of fragrances when you don't know what to wear. Like, for example, tomorrow, I'm traveling, right? I'm not gonna wear Guidance. I'm not gonna wear Wood Satin Mood, right? I'm gonna go for something like this. Although I might, just in case, because, yeah, you never know what could happen in the plane and maybe you need something strong. But Musk might seem weak at first. It's not weak. It's a pretty strong musk. Once it warms on the skin, it starts radiating. Is that how you say it? I did get to wear it. I actually layered it with something. Let me show you. I'm not sure if it was the perfect layering, to be honest. I don't know if I would recommend this layering, but I did layer it with this fragrance from By Corel. It's called Dialma, and it's a nutty fragrance. It has a pistachio note, but not only. I think there are other nuts in there. I don't think it lasts too much. I don't think it's a very, like, it's definitely not a beast mode fragrance. Now, I might be wrong because Dubai was extremely hot, and I got to wear it only there once. And, yeah, that might be the case. But now I'll try it here in more friendly weather. And yeah, I'll let you know how it behaves. 3 new fragrances from Borntostandout. Well, basically, yeah, 2 of them are from Fugazzi and Borntostandout. It's a collab, and 1 of them is just from Borntostandout. This is what I wore today. This was my scent of the day today. It's called Be My Cookie. It literally smells like cookies you forgot in the oven for like extra 5 minutes. They're not burnt. They're just a little bit extra crispy. So super sweet, super realistic, delicious. Maybe for some too sweet. I am a sucker for sweet fragrances, so I can go really sweet. Sometimes it can become too sweet for me. Very strong though, very strong. I didn't even overspray with this one today. But yeah, really delicious. It will bring you compliments. People will ask, what do you wear? It smells delicious. I mean, it's pretty easy to pull compliments with this one. And the two fragrances from the collab between Fugazzi and Borntostandout. You can see that this bottle looks like a Fugazzi bottle if you know their bottle. And this is, of course, the same as the Borntostandout classic bottles. I didn't get to wear these. I briefly sampled them. They seem more masculine. They're not gourmands. Definitely not gourmands. More masculine. Maybe there's leather, there's aromatic in these fragrances. They're not. Obviously, they're different. I also got 7 from Sora Dora. I did sample it shortly, truth be told. I don't have an opinion about it yet. I smelled it, and at first I was like, okay, that's unusual. That's different. Then I was like in the middle of it, like in the middle of testing, I was sort of, okay, this is interesting. Then later I was again like, this smells like it reminds me of something. Not a fragrance. It reminds me of something like a beauty product. Or I was like, what does this remind me of? I need to properly look into it. It felt like it smells slightly like camphor. At first when I sprayed it. Then it settled. Then again it was like, it's a very unique fragrance. It's very, I don't have an opinion about it right now. I also have 2 fragrances from Superz, Budapest, and one of them I've been wanting so bad. Ever since last year, I think. This is Soho. This is so good. If I could recommend you something from Superz, of course, I mean, there are many good fragrances that they have. But this one, Soho, is one of the best. If maybe not, definitely top 3 with them. One of the most precious fragrances that I brought with me from Dubai home was this one, Minuit et Demi. It was on my wish list for so long. It's an expensive fragrance, truth be told. So, of course, I was a little bit like, I was hesitating, but I was gifted this by Demi herself, which it was the highlight of my trip, to be honest. And I told her as well. And she's amazing. She is amazing. And I remember when I just used to watch her, look at her on my TV or on my phone. And I thought, wow, she knows so many things about fragrances. And now I get to hang out with her and I get to meet her and I get to see her fragrance collection. And I was like, okay, this is overwhelming and it's beautiful at the same time. And this fragrance, honestly, this fragrance is amazing. I don't know if you've tested. I'm not saying you should buy it. I know it's expensive. But this, if you get to test it, if you can find it somewhere, if you order samples and you don't know what to order, test it. That's all I'm saying. Just test it. I think it's amazing. I think it's a masterpiece, honestly. I'm not saying big words for the sake of it. I don't usually do that. But I think... and it's definitely my favorite Fragrance du Bois. That's one thing. And honestly, I think there should be more people talking about it. Yeah, why is it so expensive? I don't know. I know a lot of people complain about it. And I know a lot of people don't think that fragrances should cost that much. But overall, I think it's beautiful. Before filming this, I unboxed fragrances from New Notes. I've never smelled anything from New Notes until tonight. So I unboxed four fragrances from New Notes. Latte di Cherry, Bonbon à la Violette, which, by the way, I thought it was similar to Baccarat Rouge. Am I losing my marbles? Like Baccarat Rouge with a violet, sugary, not too much sugar, a little bit, note. Yeah, I might be losing it, but okay. If I'm losing it, just let me know. Akigala Mandarino, this is the new one from them. And to me, it smelled... But again, I just put it on a little bit of paper and I smelled it for like 5 minutes. It smelled like creamy orange. But I think it was developing into something else already at that point. There's another one and it's called Caramello Vanilla. And Caramelo Vanilla was obviously a gourmand, very, very delicious, not overly sweet. It kind of reminded me of other gourmands, but not in a way that I was, okay, it's exactly the same as ... Not like that. But as in like, I know this style of fragrances. Like, I know this family of fragrances. I'm not saying it's a dupe for anything. No. It's definitely, it doesn't really smell like much here. It's definitely not a dupe for anything. It just sort of smells like a family of fragrances that I love. It was probably my favorite, followed by the cherry one. Oh wait, where is it? Followed by the cherry one. The cherry one is a combination of, like, the name really describes it well. It's a almondy, cherry, milky, dark, lacking too much sweetness type of fragrance. I have about 20 fragrances more from some brands that maybe you haven't even really heard about, so I'm not gonna go there. I'm gonna test them when I get back. I won't be gone for too long, so that's good news, because I'm so jet lagged, like, I cannot even explain it. So I cannot wait to get back, and actually I'm excited about the trip, of course, but I'm thinking about, like, getting back on my track and, like, feeling like a normal human being. I'm happy I got to share my happy news with you as well. I'm happy I did this. It's late. I'll probably be very sleepy tomorrow, but I don't regret it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you hopefully very soon. I won't say next week, because we both know I'm lying here. So I'm trying to keep it real, but I'll see you soon with another video, and hopefully with more details about these fragrances, right? I mean, it's kind of expected from me. I'll see you next time. Bye.